It's Wednesday, and a day late for the IFC overview. So, this is the overviews where I bring out five IFC movies that I have in my collection. I'm going through the ones I've watched before I make my way to the ones I haven't. And so we're doing them five at a time. And so let's get cracking. Some of these have been reviewed on the blog. I'll post links up so you can go visit it and see what I wrote. Some haven't. Some I'm behind on. I'll start off with a movie that is rather topical at the time, and that is Perfect Sense. This came out on ISC, and it stars Ian McGregor and Eva Green as a pair of lovers in a pandemic that turns basically out to be a end of civilization pandemic, and it talks about a disease that has swept the world. And as you get sicker, your senses, each of your five senses disappears: sight, hearing, taste, smell, and I think voice as well. Um, so as you get sicker, you lose those senses. At the end of the illness, you can't feel, hear, or see anybody or taste food. So pretty horrific way to go. This is a really well filmed movie. I mean, considering that it's not a big budget blockbuster Hollywood put out. Um, this was filmed over in England, and I thought they did a remarkable job. They conveyed what they wanted to and telling the story. Um, this was directed by a gentleman named David Mackenzie, and it's a really heartfelt movie. Um, and it's a good lesson. Both actors were outstanding in the roles, Ian McGregor and Eva Green. Um, yep. So this is a perfect sense, and I really did like this movie, even though it is a dystopian and very, in the end, very sad movie. But while it's yeah, so something a little bit more upbeat is Knife Fight, and this is also come out on ISC. And this is a story about a political fixer played by Rob Lowe, who's running a campaign. Now, normally he runs cutthroat campaigns for his candidates, but decides to have a change of heart and runs an honest campaign. No shenanigans. He's just gonna, his candidate is gonna be as transparent as you can get, with no shenanigans. Um, of course, nobody believes this happening, including his aides, but he's sticking with it. He's going to run campaigns straight. He's not going to do any behind the scenes maneuvering or deal making. He's basically going to run his candidate as she is, and the candidate is played by Carrie Ann Moss, who you might know from the Matrix movies, and Jimmy Chung's in it as his as Rob Lowe's assistant, and does an outstanding job. This is actually a very good movie. Another great movie. I really like this a lot, and another one that I should have reviewed. Probably will get to review. Highly recommend it. Um, really good movie. Now this I did review on the blog. This is October Gale, and this features one of my very favorite actresses working today, and that's Patricia Clarkson. It also stars Tim Roth and Scott Speedman. This is a great movie. Suspense, a thriller. Um, Also one of loss and grief, which I can relate to. Patricia Clarkson plays a new widow who goes out to her island home up in Canada, and while she's trying to find some closure, Scott Speedman's character washes on wounded onto her island. He's being chased by Tim Roth, and so suspense and tension ratchets up, and Patricia Clarkson also has feelings for Scott Speedman as well, and she takes care of him. It's a good movie. It's very, it's different. Uh, Definitely Clarkson's movie. Um, though Tim Roth, even though he's supposed to be the heavy, um, he isn't necessarily. He's a he's a tragic figure. If anything else, he just couldn't get out of his own way. This is a great, and again, one of the better IFC films I've reviewed, and really like it quite a bit. This is Darkness Rising, and this came out on the IFC Midnight label. And now, while I didn't like this movie, I didn't think it was very good. Uh, yeah, I know, shocker, right? Um, but I always look for the silver. You always look for the thread of silver and everything. And Darkness Rising has a great performance by Katrina Law. She's definitely the best part about this whole damn movie. Um, great, great performance for her. Um, this movie just didn't have any direction. It didn't really know what it wanted to be. Um, Haunted house, possession. Ted Raimi's there. He's on the cover of he's on the cover of the DVD here, but he's in the movie for like approximately 1 minute. I hate that. I hate that a lot. They put his name on there so you can go ahead and grab the movie and um, let's see. I think they showed him in the back here. Yeah, he's in the movie for he's in the movie. That's about it right there. That picture is about as how long he's in the movie for. And there's the picture of Katrina. And this is the effects were okay. It's just the story just wasn't that good. But Katrina Law was amazing. And last for this time, this one is Life in Flight. As you might notice from the last time we talked, you might see a familiar face, and that's Patrick Wilson, who we talked about the last time, where he popped up in The Edge. Um, I got to tell you about this one. It's a little short. The movie's a little short, um, but it's a fun movie. Um, Patrick Wilson is married to Amy Smart, who has turned to be quite an excellent actress. She's really underrated. She's got some skills. I really enjoy watching her act. And basically, he Patrick Wilson falls in love with another girl who's a little bit younger than he is. Amy Smart is more driven for appearances. She wants everything to look and look great to all her friends and her neighbors at the cost of her marriage. So it hurts. He falls for Lynn Collins, who plays the young girl, but she's rather immature actually, and so you don't really know who do you want Patrick Wilson to should he fight for his marriage? Will he go with the young girl? He just what should he do, or should he just be by himself? Um, so he's figuring out what to do, and but the movie could have used an extra 10 to 15 minutes for that story because it's rather short. Um, but it's still a very good movie, and I really liked it. So I'll also post the link to the blog. So that's our five for the IFC overview for this week. Um, and we will talk to you guys soon. Next week, we'll do another five. If you like this overview, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. Um, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, pop the bell, and take a look at whatever else. I got other videos on the IFC, on the IFC Midnight collection. And until then, next time, peace.